Hello there, everybody. Welcome to this latest installment of the FHM 6 Franchise Hockey Manager Series, and I forgot to start the clock, so I will fix that right now. Here we go. I was wondering why it wasn't starting. So I have everybody this Halloween of 2020 as I record this, the day that the United Kingdom announced they will be going back on lockdown. Which, I don't know, it's kind of disappointing, really. You think we'd be beating this a little quicker, but apparently the COVID has returned over in Europe, and they said they're going to have a massive problem if they don't lock down again, and I kind of wonder if that's in our future as well, but we will let future events determine that. So I played out the rest of the 1980-81 hockey season. I was trying once again to get the Stanley Cup set up so I could view a few games of it. And the way the controls are on FHM 6, I screwed it up again and I sped right through it. So we'll just give you a season recap. It's all ready to go. I'm looking at it over here. And in fact, I should open up my mail. See if I didn't get fired. I didn't. So that's still good to go. Next week, I'm thinking about doing a whole bunch of FHM 6 games, like maybe do like a series of games of the opening of the 81-82 season, which was a big season for the NHL because that was the year Wayne Gretzky went bananas and broke all the scoring records the NHL had up to that point. So I'm thinking about doing that, and if we do that, we'll do it live. And right now, as far as this video is concerned, we're about 20 seconds away from starting it, so stand by, everybody. Big Paulie's World of Sports Sims proudly presents this Halloween of 2020, the 1981 playoff recap of the FHM 6 Brass Bonanza series. I am Big Paulie coming to you, garbling my words as I normally do. And we'll get you started looking at what happened with the playoffs. And as we left you, 16 teams had made the playoffs out of 21, Hartford not being one of them. The New York Islanders and Washington, Montreal and Pittsburgh, Edmonton, Vancouver, Boston and Quebec, St. Louis and Minnesota, the Rangers and the Blackhawks, Buffalo, Calgary, and Toronto and Philadelphia. So in the first round, this is what happened. New York won, advanced 3-1 over Washington. Pittsburgh stunned Montreal and knocked them out of the first round, 3-1. These first round series are best of 5, and then the remaining series are best of 7s. At least that's how it was in 80-81. Edmonton defeated Vancouver 3 straight. Boston over Quebec 3-1. St. Louis beat Minnesota 3-1. The Blackhawks swept the Rangers 3-0. Calgary over Buffalo 3-1, and it was Toronto sweeping Philadelphia 3-0. So that set up the second round, the quarterfinal round, and here's what happened there. Pittsburgh took the Islanders the full 7 games, but they advanced 4-3. Edmonton swept Chicago. There go the Hawks, the mighty Blackhawks. 4-0. In a 7-game series, it was Boston over Calgary, 4-3, and Toronto upset St. Louis and knocked out any chance of a repeat for them, 4-2. So that moved us to the Final Four. In the New York Islander-Toronto Maple Leaf series, I nearly said Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto shocked the world, the hockey world, and knocked out the Islanders in 6 games. And in the other series, it was Boston stunning Edmonton 4-1. So that took us to the Stanley Cup of 1981. And in the first game, Boston prevailed 5-1. Just making sure I'm on the first game. In the second game, it was Boston winning again, 4-3. So at this point, they're up 2-0. They won 5-1, and they won 4-3. Toronto came back and won in overtime, 4-3 in Game 3, to cut the series lead to 2-1 in favor of Boston. They then won the fourth game, 4-2. Toronto then won Game 5 in Boston, 5-4. So now Boston had to win the sixth game in Toronto to even the series, and they did, 4-2. So who won Game 7? Toronto did, 5-2 in Boston. They were the 8th seed, but now they are the 1981 Stanley Cup winners, as you can see there. So they were 8th, seeded 8th, and they managed to win the whole kit and caboodle. They again knocked out Philadelphia, St. Louis, the Islanders, and Boston. They beat 4 pretty good teams. So that'll do it for the 1980-81 season. I am planning next week to open up the 81-82 season and play a series of games live. And the tentative schedule for that will be next Saturday night. So join us then, won't you? This has been Big Paulie coming to you. We wish you well no matter where you are and no matter when you see this. Godspeed, God bless, and keep away from that nasty COVID. Bye-bye for now, everybody.